So last night I grabbed a motel room so I could take a shower and clean up. I definitely don't have enough YouTube subscribers to be staying in motels and hotels the whole time. So back to car camping tonight. But I do feel good, and I'm off to Canyonlands, Needles Park it's called. And this is another national park, but apparently it's a little less touristy and it's more of like a hiking type thing, and I'm hoping to God that there's some shade because the sun is unbearable here. But this should be fun, and we'll see how much time I have left after this hike. I'm probably going to do around like 10K or something like that, and then if I have time I'll go to check out the boulder field that's just north of Moab. This is just a pullout that I found on the side of the road where the rock was pretty cool looking, so I thought I'd take a drone up and just get a couple cool shots here. The footage is sped up 2 times here. Just a little bit more of the backside of the rock. And further down the road I came across this arch that was just right on the side of the highway. It's pretty big. It's called Wilson Arch. I believe it is 46 feet tall or around 14 meters. And I'm just going to take my drone around it a bit and fly through the arch, and I'm just have a little fun here, getting some surrounding shots. I'm also testing out the quick shots again, this time using something that's called the Master Shots feature on the DJI drones. And that basically just does all the different types of quick shots in one continuous clip. Of course, I've cut them up here because it doesn't all the footage doesn't come out looking spectacular, but these shots here, in my opinion, look really nice. This arch is located on BLM land, so I am able to fly a drone through it. And people actually come here and they swing, they either rappel from the arch or they swing through it with ropes, so that would be pretty cool to try. But nobody was doing that there when I was there. This part here is when I guess I had my first little scare because I lost the drone signal as I went through the rock, and you'll see the drone just sort of hover here against the rock as it stops because I've lost the signal. But I do have it set so my drone should automatically ascend, and you can see it sort of turning back to home and then heading up. And then as soon as it gets above the rock, I regain signal and control. If you're in the area, I really recommend just pulling over and checking it out. So on my way to Canyonlands, I came across this absolutely stunning canyon itself that the highway takes you through. And I just think it's really cool how you can see this lush green sort of stretch where the water cuts through and all the trees go around in this otherwise deserty landscape. And this footage here is sped up 4x. This is an overhead shot of my car alone in this giant parking lot just off to the side. Now it's time to bring the drone back in and head on over to the visitor center. I'm just in the visitor center here. Check out these cool models they have. Different types of rocks that you see around here. Alright, I am just going to be hiking to this part right here to get the main viewpoint for the Needles. Then I'm going to hike back and then do some of these side hikes here if I have time. So far this hike has been phenomenal, and there's these little shady rocks you can take cover in here if you need to take a break from the sun. Yeah, so far I'm really going to recommend doing any of the hikes. This whole Needles Canyonland area is fantastic. How good this rock is for like crimps and flakes. They're everywhere. We can easily find like dozens and dozens of roots just on this one boulder alone. It's hard to see with the sunshine. And of course there's like a million of these. I believe I made it to the Needles. Wow, that's really cool. But there's more to the trail, so I'm gonna keep going, get a little closer to these things. It's like a mini slot cannon here. Oh, it's nice and cool down here. Ah, this is nice. The only place with shade I can find around here, but it's nice and cool in here. All right, I made it. Chelser Park. Pretty spectacular. Check out those cool balanced rocks in the distance there. So I made it back to the car, and now I'm off to see the scenic route according to the sign back there. This is very scenic. So it's definitely worth the drive to come here. There is a bit of a trail that goes that way, but I'm not going to take it. I only have time for one more. So the ranger said if I do any side trails today, I have to do this Cave Springs trail. It's only 1 kilometer long, pretty short, but it's supposedly the best one here, so let's check it out. Well, this is exciting already. Got a bit of a cave here, which I would hope for on a trail called Cave Springs. Old-timey cowboy stuff. Oh, what are these things? Old Tommy bear canister? Trail has these little signs everywhere here. Tells you a bit about the local fauna. Prickly pear over there. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. This is a very nice trail. Super simple, but it's kind of cool to be hiking like in the sand under these caves. This sign tells you about the water. It seeps through. Delicious water. It's down here. Well, this way is definitely more fun. Check this cool rock out. Never seen anything like it. There's a ladder here. Oh, this is fun. Now after another ladder, I'm on top of the big rock. That was a fun little trail. I wish I had my mount for my GoPro, because that would make a great hyperlapse. It's like a turkey or something here. I had to pull over here because this is just such a peaceful place. There's a ton of these little like starling type birds flying around. I guess now that the sun goes down, everything comes out. There's some turkey birds I saw earlier down there. Oh, beautiful sunset. There's a river that runs through here, so there's a lot of, I guess, wildlife that comes along here. So on my way out of Canyonlands National Park, I noticed this really cool spire in the distance. So I started flying my drone towards it to try and get a good shot. I didn't realize I was about 2.5 kilometers from the road. It was quite further than I thought. So I just did a circle here, a semicircle, and I didn't get the full circle because I was starting to lose drone signal and I didn't want to take that risk. And you can just see some of the surrounding landscape here. My car is parked somewhere down there. It's too tiny to really see from here. And this footage is sped up 4x. This whole area just looks absolutely phenomenal, especially at sunset here. And here you can see my car as I'm coming in for a landing. Oh, what a great day. I'm beat. There's a lightning storm going on right now outside, and it's like almost 40 degrees here. I'm so hot, but I think the lightning storm is almost done because I just felt a big gust, and usually a bunch of wind comes after one. It's not raining though, which is good news because I do plan to do a slot canyon in the next couple days, so I kind of want the rain to not come. But on the other hand, rain will actually help cool me off. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the second half of this Canyonlands National Park. I probably won't do anything big in there, just driving around and checking out some easy hikes, and then I'll do Delicate Arch from Arches in the final evening, and hopefully I can finally check out the bouldering field. And then once I've done all that, I'm out of Moab and going to start heading southwest to get to some more national parks. I eventually make my way down to Zion, and if I have enough time, parts of Arizona. I definitely want to check out at least the Grand Canyon. This is an absolutely ridiculous storm. My car is swaying back and forth so much, I'm afraid it's gonna like tip over into the river beside me. Not to mention there's a bunch of these loose boulders on a cliff just beside me here. I'll show you an image here from Google Earth. And you know, I'm worried one of these things is gonna fall on me too. You know, I'm not feeling comfortable at all, but I looked at the weather radar and I think this is going to only last another 20 minutes and then I should be clear for the rest of the night. So I'm just going to wait it out, and I'm definitely not going to sleep until this is over. Alright, so I just finished checking out the visitor center here for Island of the Sky District, and I think I'm going to do like 3 or 4 really short, like 1 or 2 mile hikes, and hopefully that'll give me a good view of this portion of the park. This is just the short path to Mesa Arch. This is Mesa Arch. This is no climbing, but it's the easiest arch to actually get on. Oh, this is a nice cliff drop here. It's much nicer from this angle. And then out into the canyons there. Fantastic view. This is the Orange Cliffs outlook. And this here is called the Grand Viewpoint. Wow. A little bit of information about the canyon. This hike here is called Whale Rock. Doesn't seem pretty far, and it looks like it's the type of hike I enjoy, which is on rock. So let's check it out. I don't know if I'm on the trail or not. I think I lost the trail, but I'll just climb the side of this mountain. It's a little steep, but nothing too bad. There's a bit of water up here and some pools. It's from the thunderstorm last night. I think from the top of Whale Rock, it's probably the best viewpoint in the whole park. This, you can see everything. Good representation of what this park is actually like. I'm actually surprised there's nobody else up here. Like, this is half a mile from a parking lot, and it's an easy hike on rock. I guess no one likes steep stuff, but this is definitely worth it to come up here. Just cooking up some lunch here. I'm gonna boil some water, make some of these Lao mein noodles. I got some seasoning too for them. I just pulled over on the side of the highway and found these mountain bike trails here, but I can see from the highway there is like a bunch of caves up ahead. So I'm gonna go check that out, and since this is BLM land, I'm gonna fly the drone. Get a good look at these things. So I was just driving down the highway and I looked out my window and noticed this giant wall with all these really cool caves in it. So I decided I'd try and hike on over to it and get some drone footage. You can see the trail has these blue and red footprints painted on the ground. I'm not really sure what these correspond to, probably different trails you can take. I was sort of just trying to find my way to the big wall so I can get a better look at the caves. This footage is sped up 4 times, but I really do like the follow me feature of the drone. It's kind of fun to use, and you know, I feel like it kind of gives a better sense of what a hike is actually like, because you get to see the surrounding area a lot better. Alright, now that I'm a little closer, I'm gonna try and fly the drone closer to the caves and get a better look. I was really interested to get close up to these little white pieces of rock
because from the ground I couldn't really tell what I was looking at. It was pretty hard to see. But once I got the drone in, I was able to see that it's basically just mineral deposits that are on the rock. And here I start to go higher to get a better overall view of what this wall and the caves really look like from above. And on the right side of the caves, there's these spires that are sort of sticking up. So I'm coming along here and I'm going to try and do a flyby, see if I can get some cool footage just sort of going through the spires. I'm a little nervous here of crashing my drone, but I know it's not that far ahead of me and I can easily retrieve it if it gets lost anywhere here. And one more time, going back the other way through. And I'm just circling around myself here. Pretty much done filming for the day. I just wanted to get one final shot, however, of the whole wall with all the caves as I pan along it. So I go to get that shot right here. And then I had the brilliant idea of wanting to get a backwards flying shot coming from the other way. And unfortunately, I'm about to learn a very expensive mistake right now. You'll actually see the resolution of the footage drop here as I have to use the backup cache found on the controller because the drone doesn't get to finalize this final video clip.
As I was panning around this mountainside here, I flew the drone into the mountain and crashed it. And it looks like it almost got stuck on a ledge up there, but thankfully it fell down. But then it immediately turned off, so I think it might be broken. So I have the controller here and you can sort of see the last GPS coordinates. So I hiked all the way up here and climbed these rocks. And lucky for me, I did find it. There it is. I'm gonna go grab it, take a look at the condition. I'm not too worried because I do have like the extended care warranty, so worst case scenario, it's $100 to replace the whole thing if it's broken. However, I do want it to work for the rest of my trip here. Well, this isn't good. I see some debris here. There's the propeller. This looks like it's part of the gimbal. Unfortunately, it looks like it's unsalvageable. Two of the arms are broken off and the gimbal is completely destroyed. So I'll have to send this in to DJI for replacement. So I stuck a new battery in the drone and whoa, it actually turns on and works. But it's definitely completely destroyed. The gimbal's gone. The arms are gone here, but it does turn on. And the other battery was somewhat destroyed. The other battery might be okay. I just need to fix the casing. We'll see. And looks like everything is working though, so this hopefully won't cost too much to replace with DJI care. I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out the warranty for my drone, and now I got caught in a thunderstorm, and I don't think I'll be able to do any of the hikes, but if this thunderstorm ends in another 20 to 30 minutes, maybe I can still make it to the boulder area just to check it out. Otherwise, this might be the end of my night a little early. I did end up buying another drone, a replacement drone. So I got the warranty to replace my current drone, but I also am buying another drone, which should be at some Amazon locker in St. George, Utah by Tuesday. So that's 4 days from now. So hopefully I can resume drone footage then. In the meantime, I'll just stick to my cell phone and I'll deal with all this warranty stuff once I get back to Canada. Oh my God. I'm gonna walk down there and get a closer look. You can see all the thunderstorms in the distance. Cool little cave here.